What's up, guys and gals? Relentless here, bringing you a Division 2 video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the June 18th, 2019 patch notes. We just had maintenance. It should be finished up and done, and you all should be trying out either the special missions for the gunner, or if you're Year 1 pass holders, you can do that. But if you don't, then you basically have to go do the special missions in order to unlock the gunner, such as the special field research. To unlock the specialization when Title Update 4 hits the live servers, you'll be tasked to complete 5 stages of in-game challenges. Year 1 pass owners unlock the specialization immediately, but will also be able to go on a special field research, unlocking unique cosmetic rewards. So if you have a Year 1 pass, then that is definitely good. Some clans changes. Changed clan weekly projects to be easier to complete for smaller clans. Reduce clan XP requirements for each tier of clan cash. Invites and join requests that have not been responded to within 28 days will automatically be removed from the clan inbox. Added last online status to show when clan members were last active. Added weekly reset timer, the clan progression menu, giving a clear indicator on who or when you will be able to collect your cash. Added indicators for members already in a group and how many free spaces are available on the clan roster page. Added a keyword section for clan details, allowing players to choose from a list of predefined words to describe their clan. So basically that's just, some quality of life clan updates. And then of course the generic protocol mod and generic system mods can no longer be equipped in high-end gear set, and exotic items. You will still be able to equip them in lower quality items. So basically purples go with purples, more or less. Missions, shipping containers containing virus samples will now be easier to spot. Projects, special talent requirements for project donations have been removed. Replica crafted items requirement for project donations have been removed. Added World Tier 5 requirements for some projects. Increased rewards for most projects. Specializations. All specializations have received a talent tree rework, basically to where you can pick 3 archetype weapons. Like, say for instance, instead of giving you a preset weapon type for a specific specialist, you now get to choose which weapon type that you want to associate with more or less that specialist. NPCs. Remove backpacks from NPCs that would block all incoming damage. Decrease acceleration of NPCs when repositioning cover, because we all know they were like Speedy Gonzales, the Roadrunner. Just, 1 minute they're there, next minute they're not. You can't even, track them and trace them with your crosshairs because they're just like lightning fast and teleporting across the screen. They're so fast. So that's good. Fix various issues with controller archetype NPCs getting stuck or being unresponsive in certain situations. NPCs can be suppressed when deploying a drone. UI, apparel caches should now only display a exclamation in the UI when a key is acquired, and once the key has been seen, it should disappear. Skill-wise, further improve the Reviver Hive, which should result in it more reliably reviving downed agents. It's early this morning. Apologies. After killing its current target, the assault drone will now attack the enemy the player is currently shooting. If no target is being shot, it will attack the closest enemy to its owner instead. New exotics has been added. The new exotic holster, the Dodgy City Gunslinger's holster. So talents have been not really less changed, just more or less added the intended cooldown of 60 seconds in the description of the talent rooted. And of course, we'll skip down to some more important things. Here's the web address. You can go to the forums on the Ubisoft website if you want to go over and read in depth, word for word, every single thing. But basically, the ODZ is now have the rogue status, just like in Division 1 before. They changed it. You don't have to flag. Basically, you just inflict damage, and that's how and the only way you can go rogue in the ODZ. And just like the first time, if people aren't necessarily trying to go rogue, then they're going to be strafing and purposefully running into someone's bullets just so that they can flag rogue themselves, and basically they can gank them, especially if everybody's trying to go after rogue players. So you're going to definitely have to have situational awareness and be aware of your gunfire, especially if there's multiple groups that are involved, or just some duos or solos in there. So definitely watch your shots. That is if you don't want to go rogue. but if you could care less about going rogue, then just, pray and spray, baby. But anyways, PvP, extra changes. Rifle PvP damage modifier increased to 1.7. Shotgun PvP damage modifier increased to 1.65. Basically, all of these are just a little bit of quality of life issues. Nothing really, really major. Like I said, you can go over the exact every single one. But that's about it. None of the main things that we are needing fixed as far as the armor bug invincibility thing. It needs to be addressed ASAP. There's just too many bots in conflict and in all the dark zones, just basically using that as their crutch. And I know that no matter what it is, these lower bot players are always going to find some kind of exploit, some way to take advantage because they can't really use their own controller or keyboard mouse skills or whichever platform you're on to actually, do the work for them. They have to rely on these little exploits and these little bugs to their advantage and use them so that way they can, I guess, they get their kicks and jollies out of. So that definitely needs to be addressed. Also, I'm still, more or less consistently trying to get the devs to address and make some changes as far as allowing players to change their specialist without having to fast travel all the way back to the White House, such as if you're in a checkpoint in the dark zone, or in more or less a safe room, even at maybe a control point or a safe house in the LZ, instead of having to fast travel out of that area all the way back to the White House to change and then fast travel back, because those load times can be redonkulous, especially if you're just trying to switch your specialist out and get back into a fight, and can consistently go back in there and PvP in the dark zones. That way you can more or less change things a little easier, a little faster, and don't get stuck in limbo on load times for the next 15 minutes before you can actually get back into the action. But yeah, definitely like that. The bullet reg is not listed anywhere in these patch notes, so apparently they're still addressing that. They did mention as far as just the accuracy in missions showing up as being negative, that more or less bug. But other than that, the bullet registration, not necessarily any kind of fixes changing to where all our bullets are actually registering as they're supposed to be. It said it more or less addressed a bug to where, like, your gun is invisible, but more or less they're still looking into it. So apparently there's still more and more changes and fixes that need to be implemented. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So hopefully they'll address these things as soon as possible. Because if you're trying to, PvP with especially the new specialist and, reworking the whole skill trees, and let's say you want to run LMGs with a survivalist, that way you can, for whatever reason that you may have. So hopefully that might, change a little things, but for more or less, for the most part, when it comes to build wise, nothing really has changed that much. Just some little tweaks here and there that you can actually utilize, certain specialist skill trees to go hand in hand and in tandem with more or less certain builds, now that you can choose the specific weapons to go with what specialist. But anyways, guys, go check out the full patch notes on Ubisoft website. That was just a rundown on the major ones. And like I said, hopefully there'll be better ones to forthcoming here really, really soon. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hope you enjoy playing with the Gunner Specialist, and I'll see you guys and gals in the Dark Zone.